Hey, sweets.
Hey, Savories.
I'm Alyssa.
And I'm AJ, and this is the
Sweet or Savory Podcast.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 3.
We made it to episode 3.
Wow.
3. Shout out to our 3 family.
Yes, the number 3 is very big in our family. Mm-hmm. We'll tell you why on another episode. But welcome to episode 3 of Sweet or Savory. If this is your first time tuning in, we started this podcast with the debate topic, is peanut butter sweet or savory?
We're currently engaged, and after 5 years of dating, we realized we have very different opinions on topics we never really talked about.
Yeah, like toilet paper.
And showers.
And wiping.
And a lot of things. And we're learning a lot through these debates and these topics, and it's really funny.
How are you doing, by the way?
I'm good.
Good. I'm glad. You know, sometimes people don't ask.
Oh,
you know how you are.
Yeah, I'm good.
That's good.
That was
As
random.
a person, are you sweet or savory?
I'm sweet.
You're sweet today?
Yeah, I'm sweet. Today?
I'm a little bit of both.
Oh.
I'm feeling savory. We also want to introduce our lovely producer here, Julie Texan. Hey.
Check her out.
We actually, let's get to know you a little bit. It's episode 3.
We haven't introduced Julie yet.
I was born in 1993.
Okay, yeah.
The answers to my security questions are...
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God. Yeah.
So
give
what's
us that,
your middle name?
Give us that.
What's your middle
Social security number.
My middle name is Erin.
All right, name of your first pet.
Actually, I've never had a pet. Believe it or not.
Wow.
These are security questions, though.
I know.
But I never use them.
Yeah,
I don't have a pet.
maybe we won't use that. So what do you do?
I have 2 main jobs. I'm an influencer manager and I'm an art director. So art direction means basically I take care of anything visual at like a photo shoot, usually photo shoots, mainly fashion and beauty. Then I'm also an influencer manager, which is kind of the opposite side of the spectrum. And then I have my own social media, which I do for fun.
Yes,
which
plug
is
it.
all
Plug
about-
it.
It's really pretty good.
Yes.
That's my
really
username.
pretty good.
Really pretty good. It's all about wellness-focused design.
Julie has the most aesthetic content
Yes,
ever.
her feed is very clean.
And if you like just like very like good tips that are actually useful about like design and aesthetics, go follow really pretty good.
Oh my gosh,
Absolutely.
thanks, guys.
And again, as always, thank you to our gear sponsor, Samson. But today's topic is very fun.
Yes.
It's going to be very fun and kind of random. We actually don't know the questions that we're going to ask.
Yes, Julie, our producer, is going to help us through and kick us off with these questions. But it's an episode on
Would You Rather?
Let's start off with one that I came up with myself, actually.
Ooh, she's creative.
This is a question that I asked on my Instagram. Would you rather have quintuplets? That's 5 babies at a time.
Wow.
Or either way, adopt or birth 20 children. So let me phrase that again.
Okay.
Would you rather
one time.
birth quintuplets
Absolutely birth quintuplets.
or have 20 children?
Have you seen the show Quints? It's one of my favorite Disney shows. Anyway, 5. I'll answer first because I'm a woman.
Yeah.
And I would be the one bearing
Birthing.
these
Mhm,
children.
mhm.
5. I would go with the 5 because 20, I think long term, and 5 would be difficult in the beginning, but long term, it's easier than 20. Like 20 times how many meals you have to provide.
Okay, so you're
all
actually
of those
also
things.
thinking of taking care of these children.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to. They're your children.
Yeah.
You can't abandon
No,
them
no,
after
yeah,
they're born.
yeah. We're not turtles.
Yeah.
Sorry,
justice for the turtles. Save the turtles.
No, they leave the mothers
do they
just
leave
leave
their young?
their young and then they go
Yeah.
off into the world.
Okay.
Anyway,
No, this is birthing and
Humans.
raising. I
Got
should
you.
specify.
Birthing quintuplets sounds absolutely painful, and I wouldn't know. I'm never gonna be pregnant, but I've seen a TikTok recently of a woman who is pregnant, I think with twins or triplets, and it just looks so painful, and I feel like man, mothers have to go through so much just to like give us life.
I know. Respect.
But that one-time pain might be worth it. So I'm
but
actually
then you
gonna...
also have 5 newborn babies.
Ooh,
At once,
that's true.
Yeah. And the 20 maybe could be spaced out.
And
Yeah,
they
you
could
can
help
space
each
them
other get raised.
That's true. I still choose the 5. I'm thinking just like I don't want to have 20 people to think about.
Yeah. That's a good starter question.
Okay, would you rather always have a full phone battery or a full gas tank?
Oh.
You can go first.
I'm very good about bringing a portable battery and extra charger and things like that. I'd just rather have the full tank of gas because that's when I really feel like when I'm rushing, always I'm on empty and I totally forgot. You know, when I need to be somewhere fast, and then I end up just getting like $5 of gas because I'm so in a rush.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd rather just have a full tank of gas, man. That would be, wow, what a dream come true. Chevron 76, whatever, please sponsor us. Thank you.
I have to say the same thing because for one, I'm never on a full battery on my phone. I just like am so bad about charging my phone. But the gas thing, I hate filling up my gas tank. It's one of like the chores that you do outside of the house that I hate the most is doing anything car related. So having to fill my car with gas, that's why I have a Prius. Because I don't have to fill it as much. So
Yeah.
that is just would make life easier if I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, so we chose the same thing.
I
Julie, are you
agree.
okay? Yeah.
I agree because it'd be nice to be able to just pick up and go anywhere. You can also think about how far you could travel without stopping.
Right.
Yeah.
Phone, like there's just so many other solutions.
Yeah, and saving money.
Although one day we're all going to have electric cars and that might not be that convenient of
That
a thing
is
anymore.
true.
Right. Then I would rather have a full
full
battery.
Yeah.
But we'll always have a full battery. We'll be charging our phone in the car.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Charging your car with your phone.
Oh, one day.
Okay.
One day that'd be crazy.
All right, here's another one. Would you rather be super gassy on a first date or your wedding night?
Ooh. First date. First date, there's less strings attached. You can just do whatever you want. I mean, like, I get you're trying to impress that person, but who knows if that even is my person. So,
Yeah.
like
What if it is your person? This is your
well, they'll have to
first date
love me
ever
no
with
matter
AJ,
what. Oh,
And you're super gassy.
that would be embarrassing. But I don't know. I can't sacrifice my wedding night. Like, I want that day to be as perfect as possible. So if I'm going to have an issue with gas, because also being gassy is painful sometimes
Yeah, I
too.
guess it depends how we're thinking of it. You know,
If it's just farty, I guess I would still choose like not having it on my wedding night. I just don't want to have to deal with anything on our wedding.
Got
day
you. I'm
night.
thinking of it as not in a more in a painful sense. I'm thinking about like I just need to like fart all the time. You know,
It smells really bad.
yeah. Like I personally would rather do it on my wedding day. Sorry, just because it's like I'm so much more comfortable.
Yeah, I get it.
But I have been gassy on a first date before
yeah.
in the
How
car.
did that go?
In the car.
Ooh,
And
in the
I just
car.
had to.
Ooh.
So this is what I did. We're driving, and I said, "I'm so sorry, I can't hold it anymore." And
No.
I put the windows down.
No.
On the freeway.
Did you
though.
have a second date?
Yeah.
Wow, she was forgiving. That would have turned me
No,
off.
but you know what? I think it. You know me. I'm a very just like
Yeah, you don't make it awkward.
I disarm people almost with my honesty.
Yeah.
You know, and just like that's just how I am with anybody. It doesn't have to be romantic or whatever. I feel like if I'm just honest with someone,
That's
it helps
true.
someone feel comfortable.
Yeah, you're honest and just yourself. I remember when I went in your car for the first time. It was so messy. I just like won't ever forget. And I was like, wow, he didn't even try to impress me. It's just the way he is. It's crazy.
So actually that changes my answer. I would rather be gassy on the first date. So then we'll see if that person sticks
Can
around
deal
or
with
not.
it.
You know what I mean? And you've stuck around for it all. So let's have a great wedding day with no gas.
No gas. Ooh.
Okay.
Sponsored by
getting-
Gas X.
Okay, getting deep. Would you rather have a pause or a rewind button on your life?
Have you seen Click?
No.
That movie makes me cry.
Jeez.
What would you choose?
Pause or rewind?
Oh, I'm curious what you would say.
I know. It's
because you have so many layers.
I know. There's so much nuance here. And as much as I would like to rewind, turn back time, like bring my dad back and stuff, you know, it's like I have the time turner from Harry Potter on my arm, but I don't know if I'd ever use it, you know, because I've also like learned so much in having to like take care of my mom and my sisters and stuff growing up in ways that I've grown, you know, that who knows if my dad was still alive.
Yeah. And your relationship with you are so close, like so tight knit with your family that who knows if it would have been the same if you didn't step up into that role.
And I think of things like, you know, my dad didn't really want us to be musicians and stuff because he wasn't making a lot of money growing up. Not growing up, sorry. He wasn't making a lot of money for the family. And, you know, my mom's the nurse and she's making more of the money. And so, yeah, not to say that I'm glad he died. Obviously. It's been the biggest, the most major event in my whole life. But with that said, yeah, I would just like love to pause so then I can appreciate the time, you know, because everything is meant to happen. And not just like the last couple weeks of my dad being alive, like pausing each of those moments, like they're already paused in my head. Like I can really remember a lot of it, but then fast forward into now and, you know, seasons like our season of being engaged, like this is so fun. It's going to be over in a couple months. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
That is crazy.
If we were able to pause and just live in the moment, that would be awesome.
Aw, that was beautiful. I got a little emotional.
I know, me too. Got to hold it back, you know?
I know. Yeah, you didn't even explain for those that are just tuning in, or if you don't know AJ and AJ's dad passed away when he was 10. So, yeah, that's why I was really curious if you were going to say rewind.
I know. I mean, it's not going to change. It's not going to change anything. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So pausing and
appreciating the now.
Yeah, and we didn't have social media obviously back then. I take so many. You know why I'm such a documenter too? Everywhere, you know, even when we're doing family prayer and stuff.
Yeah, always.
I'll document because
always. You can always count on AJ to be the one to have the content.
Yeah, or the one to like, hey, let's take a selfie at the end.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people probably think that might be annoying, but like, dude, I don't have many pictures of my dad or me with my dad. You know, when I post every year for Father's Day or whatever, or his birthday and stuff, like, I just have the same freaking ones on my computer, and I mean, all of every moment to me is so precious, and I love to just freeze it in time, and that's really what a photo is. And I mean, we're in a photo studio right now, you know. Nathan does that for a living, and it's such a beautiful thing, and I think sometimes we take it for granted. So yeah, that's my answer.
That was, oh my gosh.
Sorry.
That made me definitely emotional.
Have you heard the song Photograph by Cody Fry?
I thought you were going to say by Nickelback. Look at this photograph!
No, it's all about that. It's all about like freezing time with a photograph. And it's really beautiful. It's my favorite song. So you'll have to look it up.
That makes me think of like photographs, and like it's not just a picture, it's a memory. And there's so much that's tied to just like one picture and freezing that moment in time to look back on as that mememory.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Thanks, AJ, for sharing.
What about you, Alyssa?
Yeah.
So at first I thought I would say pause because of the same reason, like pausing this moment, because at this point right now, I feel like we're both going so fast and doing so many things that I wish I could just pause. But I wish that I could press the rewind button to be able to appreciate moments in my life that moved too fast. When I was like younger, I always wanted to grow up so fast. I'm the oldest child.
Yeah.
I always like took care of my siblings as if like they were, you know, not second kids, but like that I was always responsible for them. And I always felt like there maybe was like a part of not necessarily my childhood, but I rushed a lot of parts of my life, I think. Like I rushed into getting a job right after college. I rushed into getting a job right after high school. Like I rushed so many parts of my life. And I feel like sometimes I'm still rushing like to get to the next thing.
Yeah.
That there are moments in my life where I look back and I'm like, oh, I wish I could go back and feel like being more present in that moment and what it was like instead of always thinking about the next thing. This sounds so cheesy, but I would want to go back and like talk to my younger self. I just remember so many moments of like childhood of not being happy with like myself, and like I would want to go back and tell her that she was gonna be fine and like not stress out so much. I stress out so much every day, and I would just like to go back and like hug that person. And yeah, there was so many. I just remember like moments of my teenage life where I wanted to change so much about myself. I wanted to get a nose job, and I wanted to make my boobs bigger, and I wanted to lighten my skin. And then in college, I wanted to just like be not myself. Like I wanted to eliminate parts of my culture that I like feel sad that I ever thought that way.
Yeah. Wow.
Julie, did you think I was going to get that deep?
Know. I went from, it was between that question and would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
Oh my God.
Sorry, I'm bringing us back in the moment, but
No, bring it back.
Our friend Avatar Roman also asked this on a YouTube comment, said, would you rather talk to your past self or your future self? And it seems like you would rather talk to your past self.
Yeah, I would like to talk to my past self, because not that I have any regrets, because obviously I'm here now. I hate the saying that everything happens for a reason, because I don't necessarily believe that in every situation. But everything that I've done in my past has led to here, even like the times where I maybe like hated who I was, or hated what I look like. I would like to talk to my past self and just like be more easy on myself and not rush so much into the next thing. Like being present is like a gift if you're able to do that. I have a really hard time doing that.
Yeah, I feel like talking to your future self would be cheating a little bit. You're like asking what happened and stuff.
Yeah, or you could possibly like change things.
Yeah.
I don't know. It could go either way, though.
Okay, ask us the hero, the vomit question.
Yeah,
please.
let's keep it light.
All right, Julie, bring us back to the fun. Holy crap, that got...
Well, we can get deep.
No, I love it.
That one just like hit us both, I think.
Yeah. Would you rather vomit on your hero or have your hero vomit on you?
This is such a horrible question for me. I have
this happened?
No. I have a bit of, I forget what it's called. I have a bit of a phobia of vomit. And it
up.
To the point where like if I see it, I get the chill. I don't even like to really like think about it too long.
Sounds.
Yeah. So I don't know what would be worse. Oh God. I think honestly having my hero vomit on me so it's less embarrassing, so I can be like, oh yeah, like this celebrity threw up on me.
Yeah.
And then like that's a story forever, and maybe even like, you know, we're bonded after that.
Yeah.
Like and if I did it to them, like that would be so I would be like embarrassed for life.
That is my exact response. Like I would almost rather just like be inconvenienced than someone else be inconvenienced.
Yeah.
Depends on where too. Like, is it on your clothes or like on your face? You know?
Ooh, the face.
let's think about who the hero is. Who's your hero?
Oh, hero?
Like
the
not someone we know already.
I thought it was Beyonce.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you would rather Beyonce throw up on you.
Oh, I would be honored actually. If it's Beyonce.
Please. More. Keep going.
Ew. No, not like that. Not like in a weird way. Beyonce, if you're listening. Just kidding. But no, yeah, I would definitely want to be not want to be the person to do it on her. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Same for me. I like that question.
Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed? And this is referring to formality. So not like...
So at an event?
Yes. So everybody else is formal. Would you rather show up too casual for everything that you go to or show up too overdressed?
We're laughing already because I already know what AJ is going to choose. So
Yeah. Underdressed. And you know why? It's so funny because I'll expose myself.
yeah, expose yourself.
If I do show up at a wedding and I'm not like dressed up as much, I'm just like, it's okay. People know I'm an artist.
We use that excuse all the time. Like every single event, if it's like extra and maybe AJ accidentally didn't follow the guidelines, it's like, okay, well, you're an artist.
You can do it.
Creative. You can get away with it.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, they'll give me that excuse in their head. But then, of course, I then get insecure about people who don't know I'm an artist, and then I will make it obvious, and I'll be like, yeah, I play music. I do music for a living.
It's just my style to be underdressed.
Yeah, they're like, oh, that's why you just have a vest and a white tee. Remember I showed up to that premiere, Soft Power premiere?
Yeah. And everyone was in like gowns.
Yeah, everyone was like dressed up. What about you?
I would choose overdressed because I feel like if you're overdressed, people's impression of you is like, oh, this person must be someone special, or like you just have like a nice outfit on and you're more confident.
Would you rather fight one moose-sized moth or 20 moth-sized moose? And the moose, the tiny moose can also fly, just like a moth.
A moose-sized moth?
There's one moose-sized moth.
So it's a big moth?
Yeah, big ass moth.
Oh.
Or 20
little
tiny moose that can fly.
Oh. I would go for... Shoot, this is a hard one. I'm going to go for the 20...
20 little mini moose.
20 little mini mooses.
Yep.
Because I'm smaller and I feel like my chances to fight the big one is less.
Got it. Yeah.
So I would just like try my best to just get all the little ones out of there.
What would be your strategy?
My strategy would be to trap them. Like find find some sort of trap. Like I've actually been successful in trapping moths in my current house right now. We had a pantry moth infestation.
Yeah, we did have a moth infestation.
And I successfully found a trap, and they're all gone now. So I would probably have the same strategy: find some like trap and then trap them.
Yeah, maybe like cookies or something, because when you give a moose a cookie.
I don't know. I love that book. That's a good book. When you give
moose mouse.
There's a mouse one, but there's also a moose one.
Yeah,
there is a moose one.
Yeah. It's when you give a moose a muffin, by the way. So it's, you set little muffin traps.
Okay, I'll do that.
Look, moths at the end of the day are weak. They're weak. Sorry, they're a weak species.
You're weak, moths.
It's like
freaking weak.
Freaking weak moth. Essentially, I say that because they're not like flies. Literally, like a moth's just chilling.
You just kill it.
You can just touch it, and then it's done. It's done. Like
done.
Flies have way more. They got better instincts. You know what I mean? So I think with one hit to the moth,
he's done.
He's done. I have some Instagram.
I have some
to that question though. QRSSJ from Instagram says 1, easier to control environment if I'm not freaking out at the size. Okay. And then Rayars, Reyars says large moth because you can just squash it. That's what I said. The mini moose are like rodents. I don't know why. It's scarier.
Oh.
Nathan,
I was kind of...
I want to hear your response.
Come to the mic.
Go to the mic. Since you guys came up with this question together.
I don't know if this is just me being stupid, but I feel like I would rather fight a moose-sized moth because it makes for a better story.
It's all about
like
the storytelling.
When I'm telling friends about like, yo, dude, guess what I did this weekend? Like it's just
one time I fought a moth.
And I'm thinking about like, the fragility of a moth too. Like, bro, take out the wings first, and then you're golden.
That's what I'm
they
saying.
have pretty
You know what I'm
weak
saying?
wings.
Yeah.
Weak
Who's your weak
moths. Yeah.
Weak species of insect, I would say. Thank you for sharing. Good to see you on the camera.
Julie, did you answer it yet?
I'm leaning towards the moose-sized moth because it does seem a bit easier due to the delicate wings. However, I think a moose-sized moth would give me PTSD.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But a swarm of tiny moose, that sounds painful.
That's actually cute.
That's that's the thing that I was grappling about. And like, oh my God, am I going to feel bad
Right.
about like getting rid of these little tiny little moose
Yeah.
Okay,
babies?
true.
Yeah, absolutely. Good points all around.
Yeah, good points all around.
Good
I was
points all
thinking
around.
more of like if I needed to survive,
Yeah.
trying to fight them. Would you rather? This is from Cassienda. Have your phone battery at 10% all the time, or your phone volume stuck at 100 all the time?
Hell no. So you only get to use it like a little bit of the day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then that's all you get.
Or a phone. Oh my God. I choose the phone battery because as of late, just trying to use my phone less.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Julie?
I choose the volume.
The volume? Oh,
Because
100.
I'm usually home by myself. Or, I mean, I could put in headphones. I mean, home by myself and also Nathan, but it's not like I'm in school or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's,
okay,
it's
like,
not
oh, you mean
obstructing
public,
anyone.
Yeah, and if I am in a public situation, I'm probably not on my phone. So
Yeah. Got you.
I feel like I would choose 10% all the time because it's actually realistic to what I have.
Oh my God.
My phone is always at 10%.
If she's creating content for like a brand deal or something, and I'm taping her on her phone, and it just dies out of nowhere.
Yeah, that happened
In
yesterday.
the middle of the day.
That
I'm
happened
like, why haven't
yesterday.
you been charging at
because
your workstation?
sometimes I don't have a charger in front of me, and it just happens. Okay, I have another one.
Yeah.
Have a phone call to a loved one in heaven or relive the last moment with them. That's from Jan Bam 14.
Again, going back to my dad, my last moment was he's in the hospital. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's like not a great,
Last moment.
not an ideal one, I guess. So phone call would be cool. What about you?
Yeah, phone call would be cool because you could ask them how they've been, like what is the afterlife like, and all those things. But I don't know, like it would end. But I guess your last moment, like if I knew it was the last moment, I'm thinking about my grandma, my dad's mom.
Yeah.
And if I knew that it was the last moment I had with her, and this was her birthday, she had just celebrated her 80, how old did she turn? 89th birthday? 88th birthday? And all of our cousins were there. Like, it was a great
Yeah, that was a
last
good one.
moment
Yeah,
that I
that
had
was
with
so
her.
fun.
And I couldn't be there, unfortunately, when it was during her last days. All of my cousins got to be there. But if I could relive that last birthday with her, and we just like lived it up and like sang for her and did all these things, I would choose to do that.
Yeah.
would you rather not be able to sing or enjoy music at all yourself, but everyone else is normal? Or everyone else is normal, but your partner can only sing. They can never speak.
I wouldn't mind.
I wouldn't
mind.
mind too. You have a great
Yeah.
voice.
Thank you. You as well. Yes.
Yes.
That was easy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if he was just singing all the time. I mean, we are singing a lot. I would say like 80% of our, not 80%.
Yeah.
It depends on the day, but like randomly singing.
I
We
mean,
always
luckily
do that.
your whole family, like your siblings do as well. I mean, my siblings do. Your parents whistle
all the
day,
time,
all
every day. There's constant whistling,
But they're-
constant humming.
But they're good at whistling. Like,
Yeah, they're
can
really
sing.
good at
They're really
whistling.
good. Like they have vibrato in their whistling and
yeah,
stuff.
they like actually they'll harmonize in whistles. I'm
Yeah.
not kidding.
Wow.
So, I mean, I'm glad that your family's like that too, because I imagine like sometimes I think about it when we have friends that are not musical that come to our houses
Family parties.
and they're constantly like we're constantly just
Singing,
singing
jamming.
and my sister's like riffing and
Yeah.
your sister's like
Yeah.
another song. I'm like, I wonder if like it's uncomfortable or
Oh, yeah, no.
annoying.
My stepbrothers have said it's just like they feel left out and stuff. Like they're just like, well, they're like impressive, but also
like
you know,
they can't contribute to that.
They don't know how to like
Yeah.
double dutch into the
For sure.
convo.
Yeah.
Y'all, I have a gross one. Would you rather chew your toenails off
Ew.
Oh.
or someone
Ew.
else's fingernails?
Ew. Both, but it's my own DNA, so I would choose my own.
Okay. I thought that was going to be harder than
I wouldn't.
It
Ew, someone
was.
else's fingernails. You don't know what their fingers have been.
you're absolutely right. But it's easier than toes, I feel like. Toes
Yeah, but
are
they're
easy.
my toes.
Yeah.
At least they're my toes.
Yeah.
If I could choose the person, I would consider fingernails. I would chew off. I would probably chew.
Of course.
I would probably chew off Nathan's
Well, I
fingernails
hope so.
over
Yeah.
my toenails.
Oh, that's fair, but I'm just picturing like a random hand.
Then no, of course
Yeah.
not. But like, I know Nathan washes his hand. He's very
Yeah.
clean. I'd feel comfortable.
I don't even think I would do AJ's. I would choose my toenails over AJ's.
I would chew your fingernails. I don't want to chew my toenails, babe.
Ew. I'm so sorry, but they're not good.
No, I can't. Okay, we get pedicures. We
do get pedicures, but
I feel like they're working extra hard sometimes, like, too. They're just, like, going all in, like, it hurts, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
they're scrubbing the crap out of, like, the bottom.
AJ doesn't moisturize his feet.
Whoa there. Do we have to talk about that?
Sorry.
No, I
After we already talked about our toilet habits.
I
I
know.
use lotion mostly on my ankles because of socks. So sometimes I just forget to reach down a little more to do the feet.
Oh, my heels are crusty. I'm not even ashamed.
Crusty
They're like
heels.
Velcro.
Crusty heels. Crusty heels.
Would you rather walk in on your parents or your parents walk in on you?
Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like either. I don't like it. Mm-mm.
I mean, how much?
Okay, you go first. You go first.
Even hearing sounds,
I don't like thinking about
like,
it. Why is it so uncomfortable?
they can walk in on me.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't want the burden. I don't want the burden of having some burned image of that.
In your head?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I would rather walk in on them because I don't want to feel like they're looking at me differently.
After?
Yeah, after.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather just be the one to like have to like shut it off.
Oh, okay. So you carry the burden.
Yeah, I would rather carry the burden.
I can't even. I regret asking that question. I can't think about it.
There's one. So I'm looking actually on a website of Would You Rather questions. This one's kind of feels microaggression-y.
Oh, what is it?
It's interesting. It says, would you rather have to use chopsticks every day for the rest of your life?
Some people do that. That's rude.
Or use a fork? I don't know.
What do you mean? Or use a fork? People do that too.
Right, but like the fact that they're making you choose in between like
Chopsticks
like
or a
that's someone
fork.
like that's a culture's
Yeah.
like many cultures like actual
Use chopsticks
utensils.
every day.
I'm getting off this side. I'm not giving
What
any
the
clicks,
heck?
any more clicks to this.
Either way would be great. Like
Yeah.
either way, you'd make it work.
Yeah.
That's not a good would you rather.
Would you rather buy 10 things you don't need every time you go shopping, including online shopping, or always forget the one thing that you need when you go to the store?
You already know.
I already know what AJ's gonna choose. He loves buying things.
Ideally, I'd go everywhere with an empty suitcase and just buy the things that I need. And I love when I forget my toiletry bag because I get to just start over.
You love
Literally,
it?
I actually do. Like something about
hate
it. Like,
it.
I'm just building my toiletry bag over it. Maybe I'm trying some hair products that I never used before, like a different kind of pomade or a wax or whatever.
That
and then a new
gives me
toothbrush.
anxiety.
I love it.
I hate it. I literally get mad if I forget something. You know me. I make a list for everything. Every vacation, there's a list. And I get mad at myself. I'm so mad at myself if I forget even one thing because I'm like, I have it at home. I hate having duplicates of things.
Yeah.
So I rarely have like...
You do hate that.
Unless it's something that like toothpaste. Like
that
I can
runs out.
always use it. But even like lotions and stuff, I don't like having too much of them. If I bring more than like 2 lotions, I'm like, I should have had extra space because I didn't need these 2. So I guess in that case, I would not want to always forget some. I don't know. I don't like buying things, like extra things I don't need.
Yeah.
So I'd rather just forget it and then just get it next time. If it's just one thing, I hate overbuying.
That's fair. I like that. I mean, we're gonna have to talk about that on another podcast, like our shopping habits and stuff.
Yeah.
Very, very different. I mean, our morals and values are the same, but like our preferences for everyday life are
everyday life are so different. And we're definitely learning that here. So thank you for learning more about us and listening to the Sweet or Savory podcast. Yes. I mean, would you rather be sweet or savory? You know what I'm saying?
I would
Absolutely
rather be sweet.
Savory. We want to thank also specifically, especially for this episode, our producer, Julie Texan, for coming up with some things on the pivot, on the fly. We super appreciate you. We want to thank Nathan Texan behind the camera, as always, giving us a little flex behind the cam. We want to thank our sponsor again, our gear sponsor, Samson, for all this beautiful for all of these beautiful products. Yes. We have a new headphone amp as well, and it is the QH4, which is cool. So all of us can have headphones, which is awesome. Shout outs to also Kuyate, who is part of the Merch Labs family, and I am wearing one of their hoodies right now, and it is Kuyate. It's a clothing brand company, Filipino-American clothing brand company that Alyssa and I are part owners for. Yeah. Again, stay tuned each week for debates like, what color is your science folder?
Do we rely on technology too much?
Another edition of Would You Rather?
Yeah. And always stay tuned for Can You Be Friends with Your Ex?
Oh, that episode's going to be too spicy.
And don't forget to follow us and interact with us on social media at Sweet or Savory Pod. And email us if you have any additional topics you want us to cover, sweetorsavorypod@gmail.com. And please subscribe, rate, and review. It really helps us out.
It really does.
Yes. And also tell your friends. Spread the word.
Yes.
Stay sweet.
Or savory.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Julie.
Nice.
Yay! That was
was
good.
really good.
Good impromptu.
Yeah.